Oh, hi there. Welcome to another episode of She Likes Cars. In the last episode, a girl learned all about her tires, how to change it, etc. This week, I will pop that hood and get some info and some experience about under my bonnet. Let's go. Hi.
Hi, I'm Dane from Street Extreme.
Hi, Dane. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, what will I be learning today?
Well, today you'll be learning how to check your dipstick, how to jumpstart the vehicle, and also how to check your coolant level.
Okay, great. So, let's go. But first, you're gonna have to show me how to open my bonnet.
Alright, no problem.
Okay.
So to open the bonnet, it's this latch with the little image of the car with the bonnet open. So you just pull it towards you.
Oh wow, and it's convenient because at least I'm wearing fingernails, so it's easy to pull it like that.
And now your bonnet is open.
Oh, just like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
So after pulling the latch in the vehicle, the bonnet is not completely open. You still have to unhinge it. So how you do that is, yes, you take your middle finger and your wedding finger and you place it, both fingers, underneath the bonnet and search for the latch. So it's like one of these motions. Push your two fingers over to the side, just like this. And there you go.
Ah, okay. So my turn now to try?
Yes, it's your turn to try.
Okay. So it's a motion like this?
It's a motion like this.
So
These two fingers. Feel for the latch, the sweet spot.
Are my fingers too short?
No, it's not too short. Just feel for it. It feels like a rod. It feels like a flat piece of meat.
You put your hand there and show me where exactly it would be.
So it's right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put my finger there now. Why am I not feeling it?
Feel it?
No. Is it that my fingers are too small?
No, I don't think. Maybe you've gone too far.
It's right at...
It's right here. So push your finger here. And find my finger. See this right here? Move it to your right. No, you passed it. It's right here. Right here. Touch my finger.
Touch, but I can't even...
Yes, you see this thing moving over? To your right? Just carry it to your right.
Oh! Yay! Okay, I did that.
No.
Oh, it's there. I was
right
feeling on the top.
No, you just
Okay.
hinge the bonnet right here.
Oh, it's hot. Okay. Great. So I just popped my hood. Get that right. Okay.
So first things first, we'll be checking the oil. Alright, so you can't check the oil while the engine is on. You'll get an incorrect reading. So you switch off the engine and then you pull out the dipstick. When you pull out the dipstick, you have to wipe it off because oil is splashing in the engine while it's on. So if you check it by just pulling it out, you get an incorrect reading. So you wipe it off. You stick it all the way down into the engine. Pull it up. You hold it vertical so that you don't get oil running back and you get an incorrect reading also. So this marker here would be the maximum amount of oil you should have. This would be the minimum. This means you need oil badly. But it seems that your vehicle has the right amount of oil.
Okay, so you're saying that because it's oil is covered there.
Yes.
It's at the right amount.
It's at the right amount.
Okay, great. Okay.
So that is how you check your oil.
Okay. Great.
Now we're going to check your coolant levels. And speaking specifically for this type of vehicle, is a Honda Civic 2018. We're going to be talking about this specific model and type. This vehicle carries an overflow bottle with a cap. It doesn't have a cap on the radiator, so you'd have to check from the overflow bottle itself. It has two indicators, a maximum and a minimum. Where you can look at and see the level of the coolant. Once again, you should never open the radiator while the vehicle is hot. It also says so on the top. But if the vehicle is cold, you can open the radiator cap. Open the radiator cap and look inside of the tank.
Oh yeah,
Or you can also look for any discoloration of the coolant.
How do I know it's discolored? What color should it be?
Different coolant varies. Some are green, some are pink. What I mean by discoloration, I mean like some of the times you can have oil mixing with the coolant. You can look and tell the oil is brown, it would mix with the coolant and it would turn this milky color. But your coolant looks pretty fine.
Okay, are there different types of coolants?
Yeah, you have different types of coolant. You have oil-based coolant and you have the regular coolant.
Okay, so mine is oil-based?
Your coolant is oil-based. Most new vehicles use oil-based coolant.
Why?
Because oil-based coolant it works better with engines. It lubricates the engine in terms of the water jacket that it passes through inside of the engine, and also it has less corrosive properties than the regular coolant.
Okay, great, thank you.
So we move over to the windshield washer bottle. A lot of people get confused with this. They don't know where the windshield washer fluid goes, but it actually has an icon with a windshield and water spewing on it. So this is actually where you put your fluid.
Okay, so just a question though. I remember once when my fog light, I believe the bulb went, and there was this thing under here. Is it that this thing travels down there, or you don't know?
The bottle. This is what you're seeing here. Is just the neck of the bottle. Majority of the bottle is down here.
Oh, okay. So what do you put in this? Water?
Well, you should use windshield washer fluid, but people use water as well. But what you should really use is the windshield washer fluid. Okay.
All right. Great. Question though. I know that my car is due for another servicing. And I remember when I did the last servicing, they were saying to me that the next time I come, I would change my transmission fluid. Where would they do that?
Alright, first we have to locate the transmission itself. So this is your engine. Beside of your engine is the transmission. So this is the transmission that you're looking at right here.
Oh.
So for some, this is a CVT transmission. Newer model vehicles, some of them, they have a dipstick, just like the engine, to check the transmission eye level. Some of them, they don't have.
So are you seeing mine, or is it something that they would have to
Well, I'm not seeing where yours have a dipstick, but usually the dealers have a machine.
Yeah. So is this part of it? What's this?
No, this is not a part of the transmission. This is your air intake box. So your air filter goes inside here.
My air filter?
Yes, your air filter.
Oh, so when them change the filter, that's where them put it?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. And what's that over there? This?
That is the brake fluid reservoir.
Okay, and I see minimum on it, same way how you were explaining, read the coolant.
It has levels. So your braking system is hydraulic. So you need fluid. Fluid is actually what is creating the pressure inside of the system.
Okay, so question now, looking at it now, is it good or not?
Yes, because here the level is minimum at the bottom. Clearly see that
it's above, way above minimum.
It's way above. So this would be maximum, right? And it's a little above, which is not bad. It can go a little bit above, so you're good. Okay, also, great. The brake fluid reservoir, it also can be an indicator to your brake pads. When your brake pads get worn, the fluid will go down.
Okay. So last question. I went and got an engine steam the other day, and when I posted it on social media, a number of persons, they were asking me, you know, they didn't know that that's the type of engine that I had in the vehicle, right? I believe they were talking about some R18 and R20. Which one is it that I have in here? Do you know?
if you're not sure of what size engine you have, there's a number of ways you can find out. First of all, the engine number of any engine is always on the block, and from the engine number you can see what size you have. If it's the R18, that would mean you have a 1.8 liter engine. If it's a R20, that means it's a 2 liter engine. Your engine number is right here on the block. So you have a R18. It's also in red, so they highlighted it.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You have a R18.
Yeah. Oh cool. I am so informed. Like when y'all come at me again, I'm gonna know I have a R18 engine, okay? Which means I have a 1.8.
1.8 liter engine.
1.8 liter
Naturally
engine.
aspirated engine.
Y'all can come at me again, okay? Y'all can come at me again. I know now. So it's a R18. Great. Thank you so much, Dane. That was very informative.
You're welcome.
So I guess we will do the jump start now, eh?
Yeah, how to jumpstart the vehicle.
How to jump start my vehicle. Stay tuned, guys.
This lovely piece of equipment that I hold in my hands is called a jumper cable.
Jumper cable. Got it.
You notice you have 4 ends to the jumper cable.
Okay.
2 for your vehicle and 2 for the other vehicle. Alright, so you're just going to press. Okay, hold this for me. Hold them apart because we don't want them to touch.
Okay.
Alright, so you have red and black for the jumper cable. Red indicates positive and black is negative. So if you look at the battery, you will see you have a red, which is positive, and you have negative over here, which would be black. So that is how you should connect the batteries. So while I connect this, you have to hold those two apart from each other. So red for positive and black for negative.
Okay, so you say I'm supposed to hold these two apart. Why?
Because if you touch the two ends together, it will cause a reaction.
Oh, a bad reaction.
Yeah, sparks are going to fly everywhere.
Oh no, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Okay. So we go over to this next lovely small vehicle over here. So it's the same principle. Red for positive, and over here the minus.
I'm to put it on?
Negative. Sure, you can put it on.
Where do I put it?
You just hold battery terminal right here.
Right here?
Yes. Okay, you got it. And negative goes in.
So is there a sequence? Is it that I'm to always put the positive on first and then the negative?
Usually you do the opposite of what you did at first. So if you put on the positive first, when you're taking it
That's
off,
over the other car?
in any case,
Okay.
in any vehicle. So if you put on the positive first, you take off the negative first when you're pulling it off. So that's the procedure.
Okay. So if I put on the positive first, I take off the negative first the next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Alright, so now that the vehicles are connected, depending on how the state of the battery, it can be started just like this. But ideally, we like to start the other vehicle.
Okay, so that's the other vehicle that's giving power, not the dead one.
Not the dead one.
Okay, great. Great. Interesting. And then is there a specific length of time that you have to wait in order to start the dead vehicle?
Oh, no.
As in terms of the connection?
No man, as long as they're connected, both batteries, the battery from the live vehicle is giving power to the dead battery. Right as they're connected.
Okay, great. So I'll just be able to start right away.
Start right away.
Okay. How effective are battery packs? I realize that then, technology and stuff, people now have the battery packs. I'm wondering if as a female, is it best or is it better for me to have a battery pack versus a jumper cable?
Well, I feel like both of them have their negatives and their positives. Because with the battery pack, you don't really have to rely on anybody there. Like if you have a dead battery, you can stand it straight. But what if the battery pack is dead? So that would be the negative. And it's the same with that would be the positive for the cables. So the cables, you can just find somebody and connect you. You won't have to worry about a battery pack being dead. So both of them have their advantages and their disadvantages.
Okay. So I mean, it's both.
I would
Both
say
are important.
I would say you get both if you can.
If I can. Okay. Thank you so much, Dane. I really appreciate it. I learned so much about my car. So we went through how to check my engine oil. We went through the windscreen liquid, right? Coolant. I learned about my brake fluid. I learned about the type of engine that I have. I learned about my transmission. Yeah, and I learned how to jump start my car. Trust that I've had battery problems like twice, and a girl had to call people. Let's see what happens
And
this time
also
around.
how to open the bonnet.
And how to open my bonnet. How could I forget how to open my bonnet? Most importantly, how to open my bonnet. Thank you so much. You really taught me a lot today. I really appreciate you coming on the show, and look forward to further engagements, and seeing you on the car soon. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye, everybody. Tune into the next episode. All right. Subscribe, like, follow, everything. Big up on yourself. Keep safe.